What is this beat that is playing inside of my head at the same time that I am losing my head? Optimus Prime with the rhyme that I spit and making no sense because at the end of the day, I'm just losing all this on. I'm just so crazy when I do it. I wanna stop with the spitting. 'Cause none of this makes any sense at all. Oh man, I'm gonna miss all of this. Let me check this out while I got a chance. Craziness. Why would I do that? I need a banner. None of this is gonna make any sense. You know what? I'm cool with that. Y'all got to give me a second. That special moment, something that is hold up that is brought to your enjoyment. I'm just saying stuff as I'm kicking out in the beat. Not even got problems with this stuff. Please. I'm just up in here into the nighttime while I rip. Sitting back with this other stuff, I feel like a bit of a drip. And I don't mean a drip as in cool with all the fits. I mean a drip, you know, that classical geeky rap and all the other stuff, but still kept it so gangster where I could get rough. Keep it kind of crazy like the person seizure rough. You know, when they ain't got their pills and they losing stuff. Up the snuff, they kept it, kept on keeping it prevalent, kept on keeping the stuff out of this point where they was measuring it. This is just freestyle off the top of the head, no make no sense. I don't got no time to be thinking about no bullshit. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna do my own thing. That means I'll intertwine my brain with some crazy ass thing. Cause I just love the horror style and all the crazy stuff. You know where the stuff goes up when the pills are rough, when you're wasted on that lean and the alcohol mixed with shrooms, and then you do a shot of that heroin just to make yourself doomed, consumed by all of the crazy stuff that I ever spit. Nobody understood it, but I just kept on doing it immaculate. Never made sense with all the spit when I just kept on flowing. I kept it real smooth on this stuff because I kept on towing one line and that's fine. And I didn't ever stop this. Kept on doing some stuff and I kept it out of your conscious. Unconsciously, I'm obnoxious without no chances. I didn't give a damn because I wasn't looking for romances. I'm just sitting here listening to beats. Ooh. Consumed by wrath, offered to another path of a dark man that stays up. Liam Neeson, thinking of something that didn't happen once before, but I didn't succeed or proceed to do stuff that I adored. Out of the door, came out with the grip that I spit up. Kept on doing this stuff that I couldn't. I let the Caesar run. My goodness, I didn't know where I was supposed to be. In a pile of contempt, there was no real type of mystery. But Mr. Feed, you cannot understand the Mr. Heat, but I cannot miss the heat to these people that can't proceed. But I went ahead and went crazy and was offended. Threw that window at the mouse, and then I kept on doing the crazy shit. What I was trying to say before, I was spent it, threw a con out the window. Yeah, that con straight descended. And I defenestrated with all of my fucking hate. That means I threw it out the window and I had to go on and walk away. That was the day that I said that I would keep stopping. Kept on popping as my rhymes kept dropping, never stopping with anything that I kept going on. I didn't even stop with everything that I said. I'm prone to be that person up into another zone, dementedly the kind of person that'll let you know that if it was written and spitting with the proper spot, I guarantee that I could never make a pop because I'm top of the fucking food chain of the dead boys, the people that was never there with a style you couldn't put. I'm way past forgotten, like that dude that used to work with Beethoven in the school on the side while he was a jerk. You know, I ain't even got an ego about it. No narcissistic kind of stuff. I just keep these fools astounded by all the stuff in pattern rhymes half the time when I was primed to tell you straight up that I ain't got no real kind of time. And I meant that with parsley, sage, and rosemary. All these people acting crazy, but they cannot see me clearly. I don't expect you to understand it because these are not even bars. I'm just drunk as all heck because I just left the damn bar like a czar that just came out of that spit and then had to go back to his wife after he left his mistress. You know, that's the kind of stuff that I say when I get. It doesn't make no damn sense, but to me, it's all content. So now's the winter of one's own discontent. I'm offended by the stuff that I said when my head kept on spinning. It's just another therapy session, another lesson. No question for me to ever say a thing. No transgression. Back in the studio, I went ahead and did stuff that was cool to you, bro. Kept on telling everybody stuff that they wouldn't need to know. But food dang off these foods that kept on letting it hang. I kept on hearing horror stuff rolling inside my wicked brain. Sick with this, so demented with this, so damn quick that I could not stop it when I just kept on hitting. But I can't stop with the spit because I can't forget because every time that I done did it before, it just felt legit. And nobody really likes me, and I don't care if they hate me, forsake me, and all this kind of stuff that'll drive them crazy. It's just another stuff that always seemed amazing, like the time that I sat back with these fools on my DC flagrant, but it's flagrantly with another foul that I got, wondering where I got myself to a spot where I missed the plot. That just meant that I didn't make no dang sense. And if you're searching for the secret hidden in the bars, then you miss. Because these ain't no bars, dude. It's just a random guy speaking from his mind at the time as he's busting out around, trying to make sure that he doesn't lose it half the temperature. Go ahead and pick up everybody up in here like integers, negative or positive, it doesn't really matter. Turn everybody into fractions when a shotgun has to scatter. I'm not saying no kind of gangster type of spit. I'm just saying sometimes I get with psychotic ass lunatics. Because I got to tell you straight up that it wasn't no filler hung out well the time playing my video games with a serial killer. My goodness, I wish that I wrote it down because this way I wouldn't be so sad and I have it stuck with a frown. But I'm not sad, but I am kind of a clown and I don't really care if people like me or not because I'm going to be astounded did by the stuff that I did. Once again, it's Zach. It's never manifesting all the stuff. There is no real question. And this beast that's going on when I get it out. You think it's a freestyle, but this beast playing up in the spot. Hold on. You hear that? That was this. Just crazy stuff going up for the craziest of lunatics. This is the kind of stuff that Norman Bates would have to play right before he got to the shower, the lady that he would slay. You know what I say? When he puts that wig on, he goes and wigs out, and this stuff goes into another zone. And I wish, oh, how I wish. All right, nothing like a commercial break. I don't know how long I feel like doing this. I'm just in that mood where I'm losing my headpiece. So I'm just doing what I can to like get it all out of my mind. Doesn't really matter if it's liked or it's hated. Us with the fascination with a fast flow. I miss the time where they would go slow. I miss the time where we would just kick back and flow. Find the beat inside and it's just cerebral though. Inside of this little stuff, it was reciprocal. Where we would all just flow and lose our minds to all the beats. Then we hear that stuff. It didn't make sense, but you just do it. You didn't even know if the words rhymed and it made sense. You just went ahead and spit it how you were supposed to spit. If the words didn't go together, then you threw that stuff with swag. Make sure that you grew it to a crazy place where they couldn't drag. Made your mind go nuts in every place that's the abyss. Just so you could feel good, man. I miss all of the bliss instead of just having to go up in triple style all the time where you had a thing to say half of the time prime with all your rhymes. Some of the stuff went ahead and it went part of a story where you was chasing out the girls and reliving a former glory, or you was just losing your mind about the stuff that you have lost. Dignity just got pushed up and your whole life was tossed. You know, where you lost everything that made sense, that made you you, where you didn't know how to pass that like you was playing a big game of Clue, where you was always in trouble saying sorry in a monopoly. It's astounding that they kept on going Yahtzee, but they kept astounding with the problem that they got. What Pop went ahead went with that. You know, you turn it up the knobs again. I'm thinking about this stuff. Oh wait, I was seeking that word perfectionist. You know, where it never made sense though, where you kept on just doing stuff that was kept on hitting your kids though. Inside of your mind frame, you kept on going crazy once again and again until you got yourself up out in this game. Well, I remember all that. That's why my mind's twisted, so then convoluted with all the stuff. That's why it shifted. And I'm trying to make sure that it makes sense to somebody somewhere, but it doesn't make any place where they can get it. And I find that fair. I just say that I miss the good old times though, where you can sit back and just bump off to a good slow flow, where you're cruising in your star, you're looking real good. You got your weed in your hand and the girl on the wood, where the homies up in the back, he got in the shorty of his own, and you in your own zone, and you ain't got no net problems that you know. There's another beat going on, another one in my head, another place in the zone, another place where I'm dead, another place where I'm normal, and another place where I bliss, another place where I'm happy, and another place that I miss, another phase of a thought, and another person that is wrong, another person that is right, another person that hits the bomb, another person that's getting drunk, and another person that just falls, and another place where they're at, and it keeps that shit so long. None of that makes sense when I spit. I just keep on talking shit. I don't really care about nobody liking it or if they loving it or if they hating it. Go ahead and keep with their phases. It's amazing and crazy what they think that I am saying. This is a therapy session. That just means all the thoughts in my mind have to get out of this place, but I like to intertwine them with some kind of rhyme. But none of it really goes together and it doesn't make sense up in the thread because there's no tapestry here. There's nothing weaved. There's no ids said. I meant to say all of the fates like of the Greek tales, or did they call them the Norns when it was inside of the Norse fails? I don't really know. It's an epic fail when I say what I got to say, but I will not stop in this kind of place. I'm just gonna keep it on display. My mind, my heart, my bliss, all missed. Still trying to figure out why I'm fucked up in this bit. I'm still trying to figure out why the hell I win and lose. But I love this horror stuff because it tingles in my shoes. I know that didn't make sense to anybody that comes up, but it's really kind of late. And honestly, I'm high and drunk. I'm just saying what I gotta say at the time with the dang beat. Keeping this dang flow on. Don't care if you move your feet. In fact, if you move your feet, you better move them, make them scatter. Make sure that they move quick before this bomb starts to splatter. And that means that you all got somewhere to just scatter, or you can touch the natural glycerin and be dead. What's the matter? Why am I always stuck into a place where I am missed by all these other people that cannot cease to exist? Everybody up in there lives rent free in my head. And half of the time that I look at their living faces, they're still dead. I know that it doesn't make sense when I spit with the way I spit, but this is a therapy session, just freestyles up in this bitch. None of it makes sense, and I'm always a malcontent. And if you're offended by the spit, then I guarantee you should exit. But if you cannot exit, I apologize and implore. You probably should have ran faster before I put the locks on the door and wrap that stuff with the chain. And I start to set the blaze in because it's time for us to experience pure immolation. You know what I'm saying? Nice and concentration. Find your imagination to this other place that you are facing. I play video games half the time, but I'm just a waste. It's my psychological style to keep myself out of these phases. You know where I mean, where I go kind of crazy and amazing stuff, where people think that I'm going blazy off with the stuff, thinking rough, but I'm not a writer, not any kind of person that you get beside. I'm the kind of person that smokes Camel Whites and thinks my life is kind of a misery. But then it's intriguing too. I do not even know where I'm going on, but I see you, dude. And if you love me or hate me, that's all right for you. Reading books on serial killers while I'm eating my freshest of food, watching the sickest of stuff, thinking the nastiest things, but all of the crazy stuff inside me, it brings intrigue. But I keep that stuff on lockdown. That's why I do what I do, shooting up short videos while I sit back while I get my dues. Oh man, that beat's almost dead. Or is it? I don't know. I'm just freestyling. None of this makes sense. I already told y'all before. It's therapy sessions. Well, that beat's done. Guess I gotta wait for the next one. I should really be paying attention while I look at this. But I'm not even looking really at the screen. I'm just sitting here. Every beat plays different. Like none of them really go about the same way. Seeing how long I can do this. Oh, that's a nice opening. Oh yeah. Here, let me give you some. That freestyle going crazy in the massacres. And all the stuff that goes into your brain gets you insane. Thinking all the stuff that you done did before. All of the craziest stuff that people could never know. It's kind of weird though when you think back on the past, when you think about all that stuff that you did that made you feel so gassed, where you're aghast at all the people that gasp at all the last, making you look like a psychopath inside of your own path. And you think about it, you get there to this place where you get crazy and you try to go up to these people and apologize so amazingly, but then you mess up into your spot and you go ahead and say it's sorry. And you know what the worst part is? They don't remember your story, but it haunts you like every day, every night in your dreams, in your mind. You can't pray. There's no way you can get away. That is the thing that bothers me every single time I live. That's the only reason why it's half the time my head trips. I wish that I could forget myself, but I wonder if people can remember all of the stuff that I done did before. I did back in the day. I did all this stuff with my mind on display. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This beat slamming. Hmm. No rest for the weary, no rest for the weak, no time for the loud, and the other folks can't speak. Do you remember any time he was meek? Nobody remembers all these things. Like, that was the other damn thing that I'm bringing up in my head, which is just making me crazy. But everyone just kept on talking amazing and telling me that I was something to think. Thinking of all of the serial killers coming up with all the craziest sinners. Everybody that I played video games with went on to be up in prison. It's really kind of just weird to me because none of these fools were gangsters. None of them claimed OG. None of them kept on porch. None of them hung up with all of the racks. All of them went up and did all this crazy stuff that nobody can explain. Like one guy, I will not say this. I'll keep it less than explicit. Let's just say he hung out with kids. And the other guy, let's say he unalived all his friends. And surprisingly, I was the only person that he tolerated up in here. That was the thing that just messed me on up and just kept on just keeping me going corrupt. And I could not even just figure out stuff that I was doing at times. But I just kept on just going up in here, just thinking of all the stuff I was getting here. But I kept on keeping it linear. That was all up in my mind. Well, remember? No. All of the stuff that I did before, I thought I could not atone, but other people just kept on going to this place where I can just get. All of these people just kept on astounding me. All of the stuff that I hit, it's weird how one punishes oneself. Where you stuck up in this own place, where you got your own up on the shelf. That means that you're always just lost. Where you got into up in the bent, but you keep on just picking it up until you can figure it in. I wish sometimes I was just forgiven for all of the stuff that I'm spitting, but I'm never gonna keep on forgetting all the shifty stuff that I'm thinking of and the stuff that I kept on just rolling. And everybody just kept on just telling me how I was just controlled. And Up in this lost another abyss. Kept on just feeling like I was just pissed. Always offended by all of this stuff. Nobody can remember it. So like I said before up in this bit, you might forget what you have done, but fools won't forget what you did. But then again, maybe I'm narcissistic, thinking this all of this stuff is simplistic. Everything else was so damn religious, and everybody just kept it simplistic. I thought it was something of the most devastating stuff that I ever done. But then I just found out that it was nothing, and it kept it on running. That means they didn't remember all of the stuff that I went and apologized for. So that means that I got a conscience. I don't really got no fault. But here's the part that always messed them up inside of your God. How in the hell do you keep on just committing sins with your psychomachia, your angel and your devil just sitting up on your shoulder? You feel bad about all this, but you're always out of control, bro. You know that it's fucking so damn mad. You know that you're feeling so damn sad. But anyway, you just keep doing the stuff because it's the most blissful you ever had. But then you're just haunted, just curling in the corner and stuck in the place where you're always just wondering, like Little Jack Horner, you're always just wondering, how in the hell are you forlorn until you're done and everything stops and you realize for a fact nobody remembers none of your stuff. Is that worse? Oh, hey, show me Sasquatch. I didn't even notice you were there. Nothing against you. This has just been therapy session. I'm just sitting here like playing beats in my head and until I get tired or until I my anxiety kicks in. This is all off the top. None of it makes any sense. Mm, 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 all is well. Well, you hope all's well. I can't tell. I just rebel. Think of all these thoughts that got my height. Triple bell. Gauge on me. What do I think inside of me? Half the time when I spit this blissfully stuff is personality. Nah, it's anxiety and all kinds of weird trip and spit. I'm just feeling bad because I'm never stuck with no bliss. I'm kind of stuck into this place where my head trips in my head like mad insanity when I first rip. That means that I'm kind of going crazy. Anxiety is just tripping and grabbing me in any place that I can't abide with. I'm trying to do better with all of this stuff, but half of the time it's just rough. Then I don't know if it could corrupt. I wish that a seizure would go ahead and corrupt. I could do like all of the people I know and throw my head off. That means go to the S route where it don't lie, where you unalive yourself. But I can't do that inside my mind. I'd rather go out to a place where I ain't got no choice and take everyone out with me and every type of voice and girls and boys and everybody that hears. I'm just sitting back here without no need for no fear. But I'm kicking back as I just trip up on this stuff with a cycle tip as I spit. And anybody that's coming up and listening real quick, I'm really glad that you're here hanging out with the Wick, Mr. Wicked, angel and devil type. That means that I'm a nice guy with a devilish kind of mind because I try to call God, but the devil's on speed dial. That means every time that I pray, the devil comes up and he answers now. But that don't mean that I'm really listening to him. That just means that evil likes to hang out with me and subside then. Not haunted by ghosts or any type of paranormal, but I know for a fact that I'll never go where the fools go. I'm not looking for the pearly gates or any type of fate. I'd rather be the walking dude and just walk into the earth until it dissipates. That's okay. That's the only way that I see everything being great for a person like me. I'm not here for debates or any type of stuff straight because if you're right or wrong, it doesn't matter straight out the gate. And that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Man, this beat's groovy. It's a space nat. It's that crazy chat. And then I say that. Now, what can I do? What that beat that hits like this? Yeah. Well, most of the time when rappers come up to the freestyle, they go, yeah, yeah, and all that stuff, and then they pile onto the stuff that they say with all kinds of kick. Everybody got some stuff. I never say it wasn't a hit. I just don't even do cold flow when I make sure that I do for show every time I do this at a them show. Everybody knows for a fact that I rock out though, because I was a punk rocking ass rapper that did metal. That means that I was insane with the horrorcore ass twist that I did all of that stuff and called it out. Get Equinoxal Bliss. But I just kept on doing what I did to make a good hit. Whether they liked it or not, I just kept on fitting where I fit. It's just the way that it always has to be. That's my reality. And honestly, it's like a fatality, like Mortal Kombat. Oh snap, this that beat. Mm, it switched. I wish this was a normal live stream. None of these raps are good. This psychological stuff. All right, let's begin with this hit. My cigarette lit as I sit back on here and I light it up and I think about some shit. You know, like when I was thinking about the people that I would spit upon as all these people kept on calling me pawn up in this. You see how that cigarette's lit right there? It keeps it bright. Sometimes that's just inspiration here when I don't got a mic. I just hold it there so I can't compare with what I say. And every time that I do this, I put my full heart upon display. I don't like to say that it's on my sleeve in any kind of dog, like a crazy goth. But I don't think of Victorian era architecture when I spit it. I'm not Lestat or Louis up in this bitch. No Anne Frice kids. I'm just a guy that makes sure that I entice with the mic when I spit this and make your jeans splice or inside of your mind make you trip up like the best pound of weed that you ever hit without succeeding with anything that you ever need. It's kind of simple though, as I keep on just spitting with the simple flow. Make you step to the outside, outside down. It's a simple flow. One that make you think that you can go into the outside, outside, outside. That's where you would be at with your other friends. If you had a stoop, you was chilling up with your friends, just drinking, smoking, singing, and all of that good stuff. You watched the whole world walk by like break dancers getting rough. And there was just a simplicity to that stuff. You know, where the imagination just kept going wild and crazy, though. You thought you could concede at any quick get rich quick scheme. I'm sorry that I stuttered, but I said before, man, that this is a freestyle off the top of my head. So none of this stuff makes sense, but it fills me with a slight dread. See, I was trying to bring it to a place where we was all happy, where we was just back in the day, not young. I wish I was a kid again, place. But then again, I think about other stuff like putting people's skins on display on some Hellraiser stuff. You know, like solving that puzzle box of Lermunchon and making sure that the limit configuration was done just to see the intent of these people that act sick. And I wouldn't be the one that brings them up to there. No, kid. But I would be in the background watching, no kind of camera. I would like to just keep these memories up in my mind damaging because honestly, I don't need pictures to see all of the messed up parts of these realities that we bring because everybody here has their own conspiracy and the things that I done seen are always haunt another's dreams. But that's the way it was. Remembering the craziest and best of stuff as I am swaying and just dancing as I'm thinking of all of the times that I was happy I can never love. This is that stuff that make you go back to the time when you kick with your friends and sit on back. And some of the stuff he said was really just whacked. But at the end of the day, you still had homies who could attack. And as the cigarette burns, it's actually my timer. I'm not even smoking and stuff, man. I'm just kind of just priming on how long I gotta be when I rhyme on these things and all of these things before these commercials come in and screw up me and all the things that I have to say. And everyone else got these weird things that they got to say, but. Just do you, cuz you ain't got no one to impress. Just hit your own bus because if it came from your heart from the very dang start, somebody up in there will not rip that shit apart. Everybody else will probably have some hate to say what you got to say, but at the end of the display, you still gonna have to live your ray. That means a ray of sunshine, you say? I wanted to put it together in a way that makes my mind go ahead and trip out just one getting past my anxiety and my killer feelings, and I'm feeling lit. But I'm running out of my hate. So all of the stuff that's going on, I ain't got to say. So I'm just chilling. Let me see if I can put that in here. I am here, you are here. Bars no liquor, but spit, lubricant on that hunt, blood loss on top, in the head, no prop drop. And that's the way that they kept going on when they kept on just stop. But I can tell you that with no fear, I can just tell you here that you, even though you got bars with no liquor, it still hits. And I don't have lines, but I got plenty of cocaine though for these fools that keep on going crazy, ripping out hearts like Kano. That's all right though. I meant to do the other thing. Fuck Kano. This is Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones things. High as fuck. But it kept on just drifting. I'm still going on. I'm not for schnicking. I'm just thinking of stuff that makes me feel bliss. And if I could keep this cooking out of this kitchen, I done heard many people say what their name is every time that they ripped out these rhymes. There ain't no blank. Oh, snap. That is the way that it go. It's that other type of stuff. It done switched up with another flow. Silly kids just keep on going off with bliss and make them sick, thinking that they got themselves sandwiched up with the proper kind of fits. But other people, it's going on where they get into a zone where they zombied out and they lost along and they wondering where they go. How are they supposed to hit it with spit? It kind of just go weird. They just don't even know where the venom at because they lost their saliva and they couldn't defecate all of the stuff out of their mouth that gets rough. Or defecation, I said it again, because penetrating with enough of this stuff, that means that it don't make sense when they talking out. And I don't really hear it. I just got tissue for their mouth because I don't really have any of the spirit gum to let them know where they're at, where they from, and I can take that. I just kept on spitting it out until I had myself in a way, kept myself away, up until another place. But there ain't no heroes up in here, so they can call themselves another doomsday, which turns to night. Oh my, I just wonder where my head's right. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm at every time that I get like off the tunes, blooms, and the shrooms, and I'm wondering where I can consume another person that comes up with the boom, and everybody's got Dr. Doom. Groom, I cannot tell you that I don't understand that stuff. But I'm telling you straight up that these groomers come up and they do stuff and they keep on just calling themselves boomers, and that doesn't make sense because I wasn't born in the 60s, but you won't know the years that I'm at, kid, unless you're content and malcontent to offend me and make me into a place where you can pretend to be a cynic and a sinner, but it won't envy. But I do not envy anybody else that had to come through this. They kept on doing this stuff. Why don't they meditate instead of going through this? Because it doesn't make sense to go inside of my head looking for rhymes and beats and bars and all that stuff because I honestly don't have the time. This is our therapy session to help with my depression and anxiety because otherwise I could turn this stuff into a messed up ass reality or commit crazy stuff like messing with cops and all that other guff that'll make another person just start to erupt and they won't make sense with all that things that is a malcontent. Like this barbecue pit, there's emptiness with all the ashes spent. Now we can always wonder about the past of all that. Was it food cooked up in here? Was it something that the cannibals can attack? I guess it's subjective and perspective about what's sustenance, but I don't really give a damn about all these foods and they cuss and spits. I can tell you straight up that I cannot even quit with this. But they kept on getting themselves peaceful, and I can't live with this. Missing a tooth and missing stuff, and I can't get these kind of things that goes in my mind because I'm damaged. Brain damaged. Okay, I stop it because this beat's still going. I went ahead and put it to my headphones so you to know that I'm showing. I'm not just going off in my mind. All this stuff is off of the trick. My goodness, I need to stop and quit playing with all this magic trick. But a magic trick, make sure that a magic trick comes up, and that means that she can make my dick disappear. That's a magic trick. I know that it seems weird that I rhyme the trick with trick, but that's just how it is because sometimes I don't come up with it so damn quick. But I'm just zipped out, losing my mind again. I know that I'm kind of loaded while I'm sitting here. That's why I'm swaying and diving and losing my mind. But I'm a convent and content. But honestly, I'm a malcontent that's offended. That's why I must consent to be an insane bastard that kept on ripping it off. He's giving me words, but I don't really know because I cannot flow. There's a better guy that does this with his raps. He has a status. I believe he has a YouTube page. Go and check out Harry Mack. He's magic. That dude does all kinds of stuff, makes it always sound so damn rough. Every time that he does this stuff, mixes all your words straight up, and he comes up with bars that comes up left out, and it comes quick, and my goodness, he can rhyme vent content about a million bits. But that's all right, though. I ain't even here. That's not my intent, dude. This is just therapy session. Am I clear? That means that I'm not making no sense with anything that I say. And if you're trying to get up in here, then you came to the wrong damn display. Because at the end of the day, you probably won't hear me do this once again. Because every time that I ever freestyled or flipped, I lost my mind and said to myself that I would stop with the rhymes and just live my life and just the way it is, kind of high. Oh my guy, don't you try. What was that? Like Bud Dry? Old commercial. Yeah, that's right. I show my age with rage and all the stuff that is out of the page, all up to the master up in here. Hey, hey, hey. Hmm. Miss here digging it. I'm just here spitting it, thinking about all this kind of stuff that'll get to the belligerents. But that's the other thing, and the beat just went ahead and had to stop, and another commercial just came on. That's why my flows have had to drop. Holy crap, it's been 34 minutes? Oh man, I should delete this, but I'm not gonna. Oh, ooh. I do poetry. I don't do poetry. I don't do poetry. I don't do poetry. I think I don't do poetry. And here's why. See, when I think of poetry, I think of eloquence with all the stanzas and the rhyme bonanzas to make another person get hands up, make a person feel like they want to fight or they want to cry, make everybody feel like they want to have some kind of a semblance of light in the dark. So that's why I can't say that I do poetry. I don't do none of that stuff. I just spit out of control. I lose my mind every time that I go up in here. I can't grasp any time that I ever did this. I guess I'm the mind of a psychopath because I originally was into the horror type of stories. Brother Lynch, ICP, that was my glory. That was the kind of stuff that I loved. Every story was gory, but dang it, it just made me feel good. You know, satori, not satirical, no kind of lyrical. I'm not a spiritual miracle rapper. I'm just a guy that keeps on getting you up to a spot where I don't make no sense and a malcontent that kind of offends everybody that comes in. I guess that I could say that I don't make nothing out of something, but that's just another assumption. And I'm wondering how I was supposed to get my release when the only time that I thought of Mackin was hello, Clarice, like Hannibal Lecter out of a sector, roots epidemic. Go on ahead and cut out your spleen, and I spit your children with a twist of lemon, put it up into the copper plates with tomato, and it feels good, and it tastes good too. I'm just saying that's how I do when I rhyme this. It's not supposed to make sense to anybody, not even this kid. Every time that I did that, I just kind of offensive. But I just kept on doing this stuff, and some of it's derivative, you know, that I just rhyme on craze. That's the way it always was inside of my head. Another phase. Am I a Psycho was a great song by Tech Nine with Hobson and B.O.B. up in there to kill these freaking rhymes. Now, Tech Nine, classic mass man, malcontented. Hobson came in like Jason, not offended. But B.O.B. surprised me with that Norman Bates flow. Just kept on going crazy and letting these fools know. Her cracking them in the head with a skillet, kept on with the flow. I just kept on doing what I'm doing. No slow. But I'm just here doing what I'm doing at the time. I just kept on doing this and I'm primed with the rhymes. But I'm not really into anybody or one thing or any subject because I love music. I'm a fan, not a stan kid. Because honestly, I like to be a fan. I like what I like in any songs on demand. But if I go ahead and lie about these fucking catalogs, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I know what everybody know. Because there's some people that come up in there and they go crazy. Like why? Like I know a guy that listened to Bone Thugs and Harmony songs where they just said hi. That means that he didn't even buy every album, but he made sure that he got every hit, even if they wasn't on there to spit. Guaranteed he had that shit. That's not me. That's just the way I was, B. That's just the way it always was. It can't offend me. But I also like K-pop. I like country and punk rock and all kinds of metal stuff, along with the greatness of hip hop. I like anything where I can get a type of feeling, where I don't feel like I'm stuck being a super villain. You know, where I can stop off and just pop off and drop off with all the stuff that I'm saying. All the damn loss. Then beat changed. Let's see. What is going on? Oh no, it's not 66 here. It's nah, it's not 66 degrees. It feels nice out here, but I'm a little loaded. Oh, this beat's got a person rapping on it. Hold on. matter how it was. My earthquake, man, I can tell you how she was. She was the perfect kind of person that'll make me buzz without any alcohol, no kind of weed inside of me. I just kept on looking at her and wanted to be better for society. She was the kind of chick that twisted me up, made me think that I wasn't demented enough, making me feel like that I had to be up to snuff to all these people that in this world and all this caginess. You know, the kind of person that gives you this constant bliss, like staring in the moonlight and her face right there, no sight, making you feel like you was into this place where there's no fright. Let's see. You were saying been playing darts, dominoes, and Farco craps, backgammon, and chess. She was all that stuff, no stress. Man, she would tear up my heart. And I let you know that half of the time she would crack me up. Well, craps, I don't know. But back then, she would make me feel like I was cannon. And every time that she hit my chest, man, I was just pressed in. And that's how I felt with her. That's what's this. That's why I don't like messing with no kind of bliss, no love. And I can tell you that I wish that I didn't hurt every time that I think of her. But then again, it's the worst part is that she's not gone. She ain't dead. There was no breakup. There was no place where this was. It's still love. I'm talking about the insanity that you get when you realize that you got a kid and that person comes up to you and they need all this. It trips me out. It trips me out. I got a daughter. Somebody doesn't think of me as crazy, no slaughter. The only person that wants to love me for me, I ought to be much better than I ever need to be. And for her, I will do that. I will try to achieve. She makes my head trip in every way when I just look at her on display and she wants to sit down and pray. And all I got to say is get on my knees and put my hands together too, praying to God, even though it's something that I never do. I cannot believe that this kid done got me in like every way that I need, but I guess that's true love, and I gotta concede because that's what I gotta believe at the end of this, because that is the trueness of the bliss. My only woman is my kid, my little daughter, man. Because the only person that don't make me think of any slaughtering, my kid, man. The only person that could get it. The only people in the world that don't think I'm the shit. They think that I'm the shit, not a piece of shit. They think that I exist for them. That is my purpose. No matter how messed up I am, no matter how drunk, no matter how high, if they say that they need me, I'm done. I guess I'm tripping out. It's a freestyle. There's no doubt. But I'm just saying what I need to see. This is my daughter, my niece, and any girl that's a part of me. Only person that cares about me for me doesn't care about the things that I could achieve, and they are proud of me. And that's a big ass standard inside of me. Damn it, I just causing another disaster. There's actual beats playing. Therapy session freestyle. All right, one more kind of sappy trip, one more kind of sappy ass shit, one more that a thing that I'll spit. I'm not even going crazy yet because the beat hasn't begun, but it's going in. Hear that? Um, my kid, man, I can tell you straight up. I'll tell you why that I give him that love. My kid, that's the way that it is. I'll tell you how I was before all that shit. I was a psychopath on another path, going crazy with wrath. Everybody couldn't last. They didn't understand me though. Metalhead kind of flow, punk rockin' asshole. That's the way I had to do. Cocaine up into my brain, with a touch of the speed, and I also had alcohol too. It encouraged all of my dirty deeds, but it made me change. Made me be better than what I was before. I gotta be much more clever. Well, none of the stuff that I said. This ain't even my beat. My goodness, this ain't a beat. I was into it too. I'm not looking at chat. I'll just highlight some stuff. I'm just playing beats on my headphones and doing my therapy session. I had a very messed up day. I almost went psycho. So like, this is helping me out. I can't believe I've been at this for 45 minutes. Good thing nobody sees. Well, no, Sasquatch showed up and Top G showed up. Sorry, but these flows are not immaculate. This is all at the top of my head. I didn't write nothing down. And I'm also stuttering because I'm a little bit wasted. And Top G and Sasquatch. MVPs. I don't even control the beats. I don't know what's gonna play. I'm just letting them play. So if they suck, they suck. Oh, this one goes out to the one that believes that I am more than I am. That is more than I be. That this one goes out to my daughter, my niece, the only person that cares about me for me. Doesn't see nothing, no kind of crazy dreams. I just was there in the beginning, then no end left of me. My goodness, I was just thinking about this other stuff. You know, the kid that made me think of life cannot be so rough. Because at the beginning, I was a nihilistic ass junkie to alcoholic food, on dope, every type of thing too. I was going ahead and just go crazy with my own mind, you know, where I was looking personally at the thought of suicide. But too many people done already went. So I had to sit up in here. But there was no sense to repent, committed too many. And I didn't think that I could be forgiven, far beyond driven, like Parent Terrorist album, get it? I'm just saying that I was lost when I walked on, but I kept on just doing it into another zone. And then next thing I knew, kid at my doorstep needed somebody there because the father, yeah, he left, and the mother was tripping and didn't want to be there. So then this kid up kept on crying, relying on me, and I was wasted, but I had to sober up because this kid kept on crying. So then the bottle I prepared, fed her, and then next thing I knew, hanging out with me, I still don't got no clue. But at the end of the day, she makes me feel great, makes me feel like I belong in this world. No display, no kind of cloud chase. And that's why I don't need the trip. And I'm glad this kid got left and I had to take that shit. Because at the end of this stuff, I don't really give a fuck. Because at there, she loved me. That's enough. And she's proud of the person that I became. And now she's a grown woman, still clouding my brain. She keeps on calling me up. And the only time that I tripped was when I smoked with a blunt with her. She had me off my shit. I fell on the ground tossed, but she took care of me then. Reciprocated relationship. That was the true bliss. I didn't need nothing at that point. Didn't need to be wasted. Didn't need to be on kind of stuff. No need no penetration. Didn't need no damn hoes. Didn't need no damn alcohol. Didn't need to shoot up. Didn't need no smoke inside my skull. Only thing I needed was to know that she would smile. And for that shit, man, I walked 2,000 miles. And it'd probably be much longer because she loves me to the moon. Only thing that makes me up is that her love, it consumes. Because she loves me more than I could ever love her. She loves me more than I could love myself. And that's just destruction now. And she doesn't know that I'm a scumbag and all of that other shit. All I'm just saying straight up is that she makes sense and that's it. She makes me make sense in this world. I don't need to make sense to nobody but my little girl. That's why I don't need to talk about no chick that I went with and got married and all that dumb shit because I got the kid. Because the kid, she's the one that kept on going. That's that true love, man. What you niggas knowing? Yeah, that's right. I went ahead and I cussed on that one quick bit, and I need to remind myself of that stuff before my head splits. Because today I went on a crazy ass trip where I wanted to start some homicidal shit with my boss and start killing things and throw them in the deep fryers and keep on just stabbing. That would have been my bliss, but I had to make that last. That means that I stopped because at the end of the day, she matters more. And all it took was a text message asking me how I was doing. Ain't that about it, damn? All right, enough of that sentimental stuff. Hold on. Step up to the plate, step up to the fate that makes itself a race till you got no trace of the things that you got to say. Make sure that you always going on to this place. Got your suit up. Everybody got to feel something. Go on ahead, get your toot up. That means light up your blunt. Get your dabs up in. We gonna feel good today. We gonna win. Light it up, blaze it. Feels so amazing. Everybody high, man. Nobody can taste it. It's bliss. Pure bliss. Light it up, blaze it, feels so amazing. Go on ahead and do it up, do it to the bliss. It's bliss. So amazing. So amazing. Get what you want. One bowl, one blunt. We're not talking about dabs, dude. That's kind of a cunt. I want you to roll it up, twist it up to the tightness. Unless you got a gravity bong, then I could call that righteous. Get somewhere you can hit. You know what I mean? Some hookah shit. Make sure that that blunt is there and honey dipped. Make sure that it's slow burn so that your head goes, turns, and turns itself into a place where your head goes no burn. Oh my goodness. Sell a bit, no drips, no slip, no hose, nays, drips, dips, loose lips, loose flips on a drop, slip, flop, hip hop, stripper, zipper, tripper out. That's how I feel when I smoke a little bit, no doubt. My head is going to a spot where I am losing my clout. That means that I hit a bit with drips, kind of slip. I know hoes, but hoes knows that my drips don't ever drip. With these loose hips, flips on the hip drip, slip, slop, hip hop, stripper, zipper, tripper out. I went ahead and I tried to rhyme as much as I can, but I lost my train of mind. No doubt. Sorry, show me Sasquatch. I did the best that I could. But I told you before, man, I'm blazed up in this neighborhood. And I sit back with a partners in this darkness and I'm wondering how is it is that I am when I'm turning up and I'm just sauntering. And they sauntered over and they told me straight out, man, that blunt better be good. That's that weed. That's why the blaze out. And that's why the lights out, to let you guys see. Oh, man. Commercials. Oh, my contentment is always flipped, and I think of her, and she's looking so goddamn tripping. She looks as blissful as a chick out of a magazine, and I just realized that it's something part of my dreams. I got extreme thoughts that I gotta stop, but believe my other kind of thoughts that I got. Oh, just believe, God, my goodness. It's just like I was just saying. No displaying, just steady up. No kind of crayons. Now, I could imagine her naked and all that other stuff that a pervert would have, but that's really not enough. When she gives me a hug and a quick kind of kiss, this chick right here will make a man so damn sick because she's perfect in every way that you met. But then she makes you do some crazy stuff like kill kids and fathers, always to the slaughter because she wants out. It's kind of astounding, but dang it, and I got my doubts. Nope. No, nope. She's kind of poisonous. Yeah, nope. Kind of poisonous. Just kind of poisonous is like pepper. Hmm. That girl is poison, like Belle Biv DeVoe said. You know what I'm saying, man? That means that she's messed up. She feels it with so much dread. She's got you just standing there inside of the blood of her family member, steadily just slaughtered. But here's the catch to that stuff. It wasn't you, it's her with the knife up in her hand and covered up to her hands and her sandals up in her father, her mother, all of the kids and shit. And she tried to blame it on you, but you know better than this. You probably done called up the feds. Yeah, you even though you're not a snitch, you didn't squeal and out and run away. She tried to call him herself and tried to blame it on you, but you clean clothes. That's yourself. And you walked out. And actually, you wasn't even there. You just look out the window and the cops there prepared. And as she get handcuffed and she's in the back seat, you think, damn, I should have had her at least one night. How you doing, Homer the Clown Trigger? Uh, uh. Let's see what you wrote here. Let's see. Steer he hold tight, spoiled over, ripped, stripped, hype, bring strife all of her life, hold no wife. Hold no wife, that's life. You thought she could be, but then she caused homicides. And there she is sitting up in there, out of the house, handcuffed, and she's gone for life. There ain't no way out. I ain't posting bail because I never even said hi. She was just in my mind. This was just me fantasizing goodbye. That is some crazy stuff. My goodness, she's just gone, and that's the end. This rough. Glad you're fine as always. I'm just sitting here listening to beats in my headphones. I kind of restarted my therapy sessions. I was so mad today. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here and horribly rap, but I have beats playing, so I can at least keep something. But they're not playing on here, so y'all can't hear it. Another commercial. Yeah, that's Rainer, top. Shit. Look at them like this kind of stuff that makes you trip when you think about this classical shit that makes you so sick. I'm not even talking about nothing that makes them all drop. I'm talking about some stuff that gets you cropped up like your mind's dust. Like you was tripping on good ass hitting all the shrooms, moving yourself into a place where you're in this blissful room. But at the end of the day, you realize it wasn't even that. Somebody just gave you the fattest of fat dabs and your ass is gone. And that's weed, supernatural weed. Mixed everything just for me. This calls for a beer. This calls for a blunt. Go light up the rock and line up the stuff. This is how I feel when I'm feeling gone. That's just how I am. I'm in another zone. Fresh out of rehab and I'm feeling so damn crappy. I gotta call the homie for that wacky tobacco. He brings it up to me with a bottle of Jack and Jan. I'm feeling so good. Now my head is stuck with head. But then he gives me pills and it's properly that ecstasy just stopping me. No lean, classically feeling so good off of that MDMA. And I ain't even going to throw up, but I got to say that I need a couple of tabs. I need to do a lap. I need to keep on spinning in my head, psychopath, so I won't trip on nobody while I'm gone. And that's up. I need to be on something. And I'm just loving that stuff. Yo, this calls for a beer. That calls for a plot. Go line up the rock, and we keeps it crunk. Then you grab a mug. It's time to me expect. I'm drinking to feel numb. I'm smoking to forget. Cause at the end of the day, too many things done drove me crazy, making me go into a psychopathic kind of haze. That's why I needed another blunt to help me fade, so I wouldn't lose my damn mind and go another crate. Cause I don't need another straight jacket up in my system. No more white walls that just padded up while I'm talking to Mister and telling them lies so they let me out again. I get you. Then you will not get me once again. Don't you get the picture? My goodness, I know I'm tripping so low. But I'm not here to encourage anyone going on. This is my life and it was messed up at the time and stuff. But I just kept on doing it until I ruined it. Had to stop it. But then I kept on telling them this calls for a beer. This calls for a blunt. Go line up the rock. So we'll feel real crunk. Now this calls for a mug, yeah. And it's time to get all wet. Uh-huh. Then I drink until feel numb. Yeah. And I'm smoking to forget. Smokers up in these motherfuckers and just wondering where I'm at up in here, but I just abductor. Kept on just telling myself that I am gone again. All this stuff that they are telling me, I feel so dense. And I'm just rolling up in this car going out. It's kind of messed up because it ain't my car. Will not shout. No kind of license, but I'm driving, keeping so damn smooth under the speed limit, keeping it with my groovy tunes. But then I had to stop so I can get a drink. Walked into the bar, get ahead and get my stank on. That means I got everything, 2 shots, but I'm still feeling good as I'm rolling. And then I had to stop once again. Went ahead and stopped so I can get the. I forgot that I left my backpack in the trunk. Oh wait, that's that guy that I done went and tied up, and he's screaming and mumbling to my. Nope, that ain't happening. You shouldn't have been saw the mid though. We just chilling out and we kicking it for us. That's the way it always is. That's the way I got to live. Why the fuck did you think that you can start shit? Thinking I'm the guy that you can go on ahead and fuck with. What the hell is going on, dude? But I'm just copying. Oh wait, this is supposed to be a good night. That groovy train that I'm going. So I jumped into the driver's seat and I just kept on rolling on. I kept on doing my damn thing, and that's the way it was. And I just kept on saying it once again. And let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. And get high, notorious. Let's ride, and get high, get high, get high, get high. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, and get high, get high, get high, get high. Now let's ride, get high, let's ride and get high, let's get high. And then I just went ahead and stopped it. Kept on rolling up again, and I just kept on mopping up, and I kept on having a couple of drinks up in my system. Rolled up another blunt, and it was twisted like the sister, because I wasn't gonna take it to the face, but I had to. Felt so damn good, and I'm just on Fifth Avenue like a candy bar, and I was tripping and gone. I had to stop to get myself a couple of Toblerones, and then I put to the back seat. I popped the trunk up in again. The dude met me. I took off of his gag and I stopped his ropes. I gave him a quick choke and said, "What up, yo?" He apologized for being a dick in the first place. He didn't understand all of the stuff in his mind face. He didn't understand the kind of psycho I am today. Put him in the front seat. Then we drove away. Ride. Let's ride. And let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's ride. And get high. Get high. Get high. Get high. Get high. The moral of the story is, yeah, it started off one way, but I wanted it to end in a nice way. I put him in the trunk so that he knew not to screw with me. And now he's out there and we feeling good. Yeah, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, let's ride, and get high, and get high, get high, get high, get high, get high. Let's ride. Wow, I actually had a consistent story on that one. Feeling better now, better now. Yep, feeling better now, better now. Well, this is the longest of my therapy sessions, and hope it is nothing lazy, no kind of weird questions. Hope that I wasn't really tripping out too hard on them. Somebody called me a poet. I felt kind of numb, because I'm an idiot and a degenerate, kind of a person that just spits on what he cannot spit. I kept a slow flow with all the stuff that I had to rip. There was no real way, no rhyme or reason to the flows I spit. I kept it all kinds of just weirdness. And that's okay though, because there was contentness, no teariness. That means no teariness, no thinness. Words don't have to make sense when you're spitting off your head, kid. This was off of the top. This was the flow that's splot. This is the shit that's got. These motherfuckers just got. That's just what I'm saying. And I got it on the plot. So I guess this is my therapy sandwich rapping that I got. This was sort of simple, and my mind is monumental that I tripped out with my get on, but I kept on keeping it simple. I was not trying to sit here and spit complex sass rhymes. I was just talking all this stuff out of my mind at the time. I guess that if I had on some pantaloons and a nice crushed shirt velvet, then I'd be Shakespearean dude. But I'm not. I'm just some weird, cool, some crazy twat that has kept on coming out here just saying what he said off of what he got. That means that I didn't make sense off of this, but it didn't make sense to even care about this. I'm not content. But I wasn't offended because at the end, I was entertaining to some of you, a fan. I'm just a guy that just kept on rhyming off of my stuff, kept on doing my stuff, things that I kept on going up. Now, honestly, I can say what you want to say with the taker, but no, they're not hoe makers. They're hoes in themselves. And you know, A legend in time when I spit my stuff like a rhyme, like a wrinkle in time. That classic book that came into a movie. I'm primed to say that everyone is who they is. No display. No need for me to put a label on things because we're just here to chill, kick. No need for us to deal with the dumb shit, the dumbness. And I thank you for coming for this session, my therapy session. That will come up in here and ask questions. This is a manifesting of all of my transgressions and all of my fucking angers that done came up, no then lesson. I'm glad that you done came up and hang with me a bit because this was the greatest part of my life. Pure bliss. Thank you all. Well, that beat ended. Oh, yeah. For what? We just kicking out. Everybody just chilling, no feeling out. No need for us to be tripping. It gotta make, but I gotta be honest. I want some sandwich now. Top G, you kind of make me mad. How you gonna make a sandwich? You're making me so sad. A beautiful sandwich. I bet it's gonna be crispy and so damn delicious, and it's still so nifty. My goodness. I bet you'll have all of the sauces, the herbs, and the spices that makes it so atrocious to me. Where I can always feel good. I want a sandwich while I'm just chilling in there, but I guess I'll have a pork chop and chill out with my chicken and all that good stuff. But I ain't really feeling lick. I need a sandwich. That's God's perfect snack. Put it in your hand. Two pieces of bread. Then you get the meat and all the condiments in the middle and all the vegetables that you need in there. I will not fiddle, but all the kind of the consequences. No kind of a sandwich that I've ever had was bad. That's just the way it is. Two pieces of bread. Inside is the meat. All of the vegetables. That's a true treat. I need me a sandwich. That's the way it always is. My goodness, is it so damn delicious to this kid. I don't know why Top G went and said that I needed a sandwich in my life. I bet that, but God dang it, he can't text it to me. He can go on ahead and go, dang, Son of Sam, bewitched. Where's my sandwich? Son of Sam, bewitched. All he needed was a sandwich. If you gave that fool a good bologna though, with provolone and Rubens or something though, with pumpernickel and all of that butter too, he probably wouldn't have killed all these dudes. No, I'm playing. Even though I'm just saying a sandwich is the first thing that I got some in there, and I don't like the fact that they made it this thing where it's so damn atrocious and so nasty. Man. I'm not talking carnal desires, the kind of fires that'll make a person tired, to make a person retire, to make them in this kind of places where they gotta be liars and where they gotta be thieves, get themselves in the beast. When a sandwich, I mean, with this actual bread, something that's good because I need to be fit. I'm not talking none of that weird kind of stuff, connotations, get your mind out of the gutter because I'm not talking innovation. My goodness, it's just another relation. My goodness. I need this face in. I need a sandwich. Damn it. As long as it ain't got no miracle whip, no miracle whip. As long as it ain't got no miracle whip, I can enjoy a sandwich because honestly, I don't like mayonnaise in any kind of way because honestly, it just phrases me and everything. It messes up my thing and it messes my display where it makes me feel like I'm just not happy. I need a sandwich, dry and good, a little mustard up in that with a ketchup to and a pickle with some relish and that stuff. I would relish in every kind of way I need it. A sandwich. You know, Captain Crunch was the only serial killer that wasn't killed. Charlie Chunky Charms and a silly rabbit were dead, no milk pouring. Everybody else was gone right here. We ain't heard from anybody like Sugar Bear. And what happened to the other person that was lost? We all set everybody up under the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Everybody's gone in the way to get. Didn't there used to be a burglar and a cop and a cookie, Chris? God, I'm old. Oh, yeah. Frankenberry disappeared along with the mummy. Everybody's gone, and it feels kind of scummy. All the serial killers got killed, and that's the way that it was. That's the way that it is. Trick Travis survived. Lucky survived. And for some reason, that other guy rocked. You know, that crazy guy named Hacky Smacks and that crazy cure for honeycomb? My God. Why the rest of them gone? I swear there was more people loving than them. Cinnamon Toast Crunch had three chefs. Now they always gone and there's nobody left. And Cookie Chris had more than the dog. It had a burglar, and the last time I remember, it was a cop. And he's gone. Let's drop. That's the way it was and the way that it was. And like you said, Count Chocula, Frankenberry is gone. Nostalgia. Why am I talking about cereal? Why am I ripping about this stuff? I'm not lyrical. My goodness, I'm just tripping once again. It's like I went ahead and grabbed my remote, started saying, thinking about this stuff in it, and my goodness, Halle Berry was gone. That's the way that it was. And I am so sad. So much nostalgia. Now I'm just being goofy. I think I'm done rhyming. Oh my God, I've been rhyming for an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm not highlighting that one. Show me Sasquatch. Why am I dancing? Can't stop with that romantic spot. Can't stop that. Dancing stop. Can't stop that. Dancing and can't stop that. Okay, it's the wrong damn place to start dancing because I'm dancing on these graves, on these people that just went ahead and got slaughtered. I just walked into the high school with Kerry Water. You know what I'm talking about? What it got true. You remember? They're all gonna laugh at you. That was that thing that I remember. It made me feel so damn good when I get it to you. But the dance was proper. The disco ball still going. No, they ain't slaughtered nobody. Burned down. That house didn't turn. I was in there before the place started to burn. I just went ahead and kept doing my step, doing a two-step in here and tripping with kids. And I just went ahead and picked the bucket off Tommy. I feel so good, like my name was Miss Swami. And I'm just losing it and got my little punch. Kept on just going on a little lunch, went a little business, and I just walked. Everybody had suits on, and I stopped. But then I had to go. Walked out the very front door. You know, the one that they done locked up, but I wasn't part of this, so I didn't get slaughtered. They're all gonna laugh at you, but I'm dancing. I don't give a damn about romance, and they're all gonna laugh at you. I'm just moving and grooving. That's what I'm doing. They're all gonna laugh at you. I'm just chilling and killing, fulfilling. They're all gonna laugh at you, but I'm dancing in the slaughter. I oughta. Okay, that one's horrible, but I love it. They're all gonna laugh at you, but I'm dancing in a slaughter. They're all gonna laugh at you, just dancing in a romancing, just prancing. They're all gonna laugh at you while I'm dancing in the slaughter because I oughta. I used to make choruses up the yin yang that didn't make any sense, but they were fun. They're all gonna laugh at you, but I'm dancing, no romancing, just prancing. They're all gonna laugh at you in the slaughter. I'm dancing because I oughta. They all gonna laugh at you. Uh, disco, disco, dance. Swing your partner, do si do. Am I feeling this? Ooh. I guess that story was just simple, essential to another person's mental, monumental to the tempo. This ain't no thing for you to know. It's just me talking kind of crazy. I let it flow like a blow to the head, to the tempo, down to the flow. Once again, I gotta go. But it was just the same old style. I didn't feel like having to be the guy that had to strike because he has the right to be mad about all the kind of oppressions he's had and all the sadness that fat. You know, it's kind of weird that it went on that the way that it did because it was just a kind of show. What happened is he went and punched, found out that he lost the only person he loved, found out he lost everything that meant something to him. So now he's pressing on that trig and he was gonna go off with the blaze of the glory. But I just feel bad. I had to tell him that story because he wasn't there to at least say goodbye. So he's just in his car and he's driving while he cries. And it's really sad. And the way that I think, he just kept on going. He's off the brink. I hope he does better and finds out it don't stink, that life is much better than what these other people think. But no, he also grabbed my drink. He ain't got no smoke. Uh-oh, he's thinking. He's gonna go off in this place. Tink, tink. That's the end of this stuff. Oh my God, I can't believe that was my friend, but I had to tell him. I felt bad though, because I didn't feel the fellas had to be the one to let me know what happened. But I had to tell him this stuff. That's why he's clapping. He's tripping. He's gone. He done went up and he took the Thule, loaded guns. Oh no, I don't know how this is gonna end. I wish that I was there to stop my friend. But this wasn't the time of cell phones. No pay phones, no kind of stuff. Just another zone. Ran as fast as I could, got into the other car, drove up there to stop him so he wouldn't have much more scars. But how do you tell your friend that she's gone? How do you tell him that he lost that the only person they love? How are you supposed to stop that? How are you supposed to you can do what you can be there, but in the end it don't matter then. But you know what? I had to do. There's something that I swore that I never do. I struck a hand on my friend. Even though he punched me, he was justified from the pain that he was feeling. Can't you fools see? But I ain't had no dang choice back. Took the bottle, slapped him in the side of his damn head, and we swerved and we hit the side pole. I pulled him out and I made sure we go. It wasn't our car though, so it didn't matter. Took him to his house, and there I tied him down. That's that. And I sat there and I watched him cry, fed him, made sure that he went to the bathroom and whatnot. No slaughter. I didn't tie him off of the bed though. I didn't unleash those straps. I just had to go ahead and let him go. But you know what? It's real bad. The only part of that thing that hurt the most was that I could not take the pain from him or kill the ghosts. But I did what I could in that quiet moment. And he's messed up and he hates me. He's swearing murder. He said he'll kill me, make sure that he gets slaughtered. My goodness, I'm just trying to look out for my friend because I oughta. Ah, inside my head, there's no peace up in this shit. It's just crowded by all these memories that make me sick, make me feel like I'm just loaded off of a lunatic. I don't know how it is that I don't take antipsychotics, be neurotic from all of the stuff that I did and I thought of. I don't know how it was that I done made it out of this, but I went ahead and I kept on going. That's why I'm pissed. Therapy sessions was just full of my life lessons, all these questions, making myself feel like I'm Preston. And I'm depressed because I thought that I could make it far and do things that I did before, but I got often, my goodness, my life has been sloshed and I'm sloshed off, but I'm still letting it go often. But I won't stop though, no matter how old that I can get. Until I meet the sweet bliss of death, I'm just gonna trip. So I tread along this world, keep on walking, no matter how much slaughter, and it's often. I keep on walking, and I'm lost and keep on walking. It don't matter about the slaughter, no. I keep on walking, no. If I didn't, I'd probably be much worse off than I could ever be. In reality, I'm a bum ass bastard that always laid up and didn't know where I'm supposed to be going because there's no happiness for us. There's no way that I could ever make sense. In this life I'm spent, half of a malcontent, no real feelings that I got. That's why I have to spit the way that I spit because otherwise I would not quite get it. Now, I'm not looking for a hand, any person that'll take out because at the end of this day, I'm just gonna have to make out my own way, the only way that I ever been though. Gotta say that I gotta stay that I gotta save myself into a kinky slate. This display that I can say, my goodness, everybody's gonna be deader than everybody that's dead. I'm a dead guy that kept on rolling off, but I just keep on going on because I keep on walking on this earth. The ground's so soft, I won't lose the connection. Holy crap, I've been on air for an hour and 20 minutes. Well, as long as the beats keep going. Huh. Well, you know, the beat stopped. Well, I, I. You're faded? Cool. I'm very sober. I'm crazy. All these people think it's so amazing. Everyone just keep on going lazy. But I can keep on just going. But I can keep on just going. Keeping myself with this flow that I got because I just keep on just growing. My goodness, I kept on just eroding. That's to keep myself like the rocks with erosion. My goodness, I just got myself another explosion with the lotion. No emotion. I got it. That's the way it is in my life. I spot. Maybe I'm stopped by the stuff they told me to. I don't understand where I'm supposed to be going to. I don't even know if I'm supposed to yell. I just know I'm going crazy. The rebellion. I am not the person you want to be around because that's all front. It's cap. No rap. That's it. No quit. But I can't stop. That's just how it is. Some of this stuff that makes sense to other stuff that people is going up, and I'm corrupt by all the stuff that the cycle says. I just kept on going until major lead, and it's beating hard to keep going in my head. It keeps on telling me that I'm so sick, but I need to stop it. Make sure that my therapy sessions will not clap and will elapse, and then I give myself a relapse before I relapse on another pill tap. My God, I need to quit. That won't beat how it fuck it is. I just know that I will just be this kind of person that's stuck up in this, but and I can yell and scream and go crazy and make sure these people will erupt when they see me. But damn it, that's just not the end of this thing. I need to be Anubis, the wicked, no need to be this kind of psycho, no need to be this kind of person. My mind goes, I just make sure that I got to let it go. Everybody wants to go ahead and let me know, but I am at this kind of peace. I just need to be who I'm meant to be. At the end of the day, no kind of quitting. That's the way it is. No kind of blessing, and that's the stop for spots. But I'm not there to let them drop. Now, I just know that I'm forsaken. Everybody knows that I'm not mistaken by all this stuff that I will not take in. That's the way it is when I'm just not making. But I stop. Let them drop. Make sure that I shall not bring fire. No trouble, no hate. That is my fate. No end to this because of what? Well, I'm just trying to stop it. No kind of quit. No kind of shit. That's just the way it is. I just want to hope that I can find a place where I can get peace. I just want to help myself be into this place where I am. No, I just want to make sure that I'm not the kind of person that's slaughtered up. That was the way that I was. I wish that I could stop metalhead rapping as punk. That's just the way that I no way the way that I can stop the shit that I expect, and that's the way it is. My goodness, I gotta stop this. And that's the end. Bliss. All right. That was the last one. Luckily ain't nobody gonna see this. Much love to y'all. I'm gonna keep it up, but ain't nobody gonna see this. Nobody sitting through an hour and 23 minutes when they don't know what's going on. Seriously, thank y'all. That is the way that I was asked to be. My reality is make me twist to see, because that's the way it is. I cannot no go to when I got to no ain't no way, no bliss, no kind of shit that I can spit because that's it. Yes. Sasquatch, much love to you. Top G, much love to you. Thanks for kicking it. I told you I'm just freestyling. These are headphones I'm wearing. That's what you kept hearing the beat. I'm just not the guy to stop. I cannot ever stop. I just want to find my trip. I just want to find my bliss. I just want to find my trip, my bliss, my kind of peace that I can live and I cannot live. That's the way it is because the record is fading, it's stopping out. That's the end, the end, the end, the end, the end, the end. No, but for real, thanks for hanging it. I just made up all that. Like that was almost an hour and a half of me just making up rhyme. I'm gonna stop now.